gotta say something at the very beginning of this video. This is just the way I look. So stop going into the comments and saying, Harrison, you need to give your eyes a rest, or Harrison, you should take a break. I just took an 8-month break. I ain't stopping my content now. So you need to accept that I'm just always gonna look like I'm tired and shut up about it. Okay? On a separate note, I actually am tired today. I went to bed late last night, but that's a one-time thing. It doesn't always happen, and you don't have to comment on it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this super exciting video. What's going on, cat gang? It's your boy Harry here, fully rested, not tired at all, and I got 2 cats. You know what's really funny about this video is I bought these plushies specifically for the in-game rewards, the name tags, and the charms, and I completely forgot that I was actually getting a physical plushie in the mail. So when I went to my mailbox yesterday, you can imagine I was surprised to see I had all these boxes. Let's go ahead and jump on in here. First, you need to smash those like and subscribe buttons because this video is going to be so entertaining. I know you're just going to forget. The first plushie I'm going to go over here is the Gravedigger, and you can see by the way the Postal Service handled this box that they don't have much respect for the Gravedigger. They were like, this is the worst boss in the game. Let me go ahead and pop this out of the bottom, and we're actually going to get to see what this looks like. This is the full size of the Gravedigger. This is actually way cuter than I thought it would be. It's a really solid plushie. Like, this is not as soft as the other ones. I feel like I could throw this at my cats and seriously hurt them. You know, speaking of cats, I feel like it's a good idea to do a size comparison. So you can see that 6 is about 7 pounds. She's not a real big cat, but you can see when you're comparing how big she is to the plushie is about like maybe 1/3 the size of 6. Is that your new buddy? Are you guys gonna hang out? Now I'm gonna hold this up and zoom in on it. It has some cool detail here. I love this little plastic chain going around his chest that is sewn through the tombstone on his back, so it's not gonna just fall off. Even this tombstone is really firm. I love how firm the head is. You can really squeeze this guy. Yo, there is so much attention to detail. And we got some rings on the legs and the arms. I actually never fight the Gravedigger, so I don't know how accurate that is. I'm actually just heading over to the TDS wiki and getting a better look at the Gravedigger. I'll put this up on the screen right now, but yeah, this is really accurate. So we've got the banding on the arms and the legs, and then the metal whatever that is on the feet. I don't mind the smaller size. This is cheaper than the TDS plushes. I got the mini gunner here so you can see the size comparison. So much smaller, but maybe that's what some people are looking for in their plushes. They don't need a giant plush. Now moving on to the next TDS boss, that's gotta be the Molten Boss. You can see that the Postal Service still did not really have a lot of respect for him. Let's go ahead and take this out and see what it actually looks like. Okay, not bad. He's not holding anything in his hands. He does have the scythe on his back though. And again, with the build quality, I have to say, I really like it. It's a nice solid head. You can really squeeze it. All the limbs are really stuffed full of whatever they pack inside these guys. I think these are gonna sit really nicely on a shelf if you're trying to collect them or something like that. I'm just gonna slowly spin this around and zoom in on it so you can really see all the different facets of it, and you can make a decision on whether or not this is something that you're gonna be wanting to pick up for yourself. Wow, yeah, now that I'm looking at this picture and looking at the plush itself, this is a really accurate reproduction. So we've got the spikes on the arms, which the actual Molten Boss has. We've got the like metal banding. This is the same stuff that was on the feet of the Gravedigger. And then we've got the spikes on the legs. We've got this sun symbol on the chest. We've got the designs around the eyes. We've got the horns. The horns could be a little bit bigger. I'm loving this one because I also really love the in-game rewards, but I mean the actual physical plushie is really nice too. If y'all are trying to collect the plushies, if you're interested in that kind of thing, because I was surprised by how many people in my original video said that they actually wanted the plushes themselves because I didn't care about them. I just wanted the name tags. So if you're looking to get a good one, I love the actual plush of this one and the in-game stuff for it. All right, now moving on to the last regular game boss, we've got the Fallen King. And of course, the Postal Service has much more respect for the Fallen King because this box is in immaculate condition. They did not crumple it up and crush it even one single time. So let's go ahead and pop this bad boy out and see what we're working with. I wasn't a big fan of the Fallen King's in-game rewards. rewards. Let's see if the actual plush is gonna redeem itself. You can judge for yourself what you like about it, if it looks accurate or not. We got a nice little cape back here. I think they have a lot of attention to detail in these. Oh no, as I was just looking at it, the sword popped off. This is just hot glued on. This is not sewn on. So this just popped off as I was just barely even touching it. Yo, nice. Okay, so this is actually the rage mode Fallen King. And you know that because he's got the eyes. All right, so looking at the differences here, I can see the diamond on the chest, the diamonds on the arms. The feet do have a kind of red tint to them. I'm not really sure if you can see this, but there's a really cool design, which is like the exact same kind of color design that the Fallen King has on the chest. He's got the belt, he's got the 3 circles on the crown, and yes, it looks like all of these spikes are accurate for the in-game enemy. All right, now we're heading towards the end of the video. Let's go ahead and check out the first of our special bosses. Once again, another boss that the mail carriers respected. Not a single dent in this box anywhere. Hey, let me out of here so I can drop some coins on ya. Yo, okay, I'm pretty sure I talked trash about the actual Gravedigger in-game rewards, but this is probably my favorite plushie. I definitely like it more than the other 3 that I've looked at so far. Of course, we're gonna have to compare it to the nuclear monster to really judge, but I like the face that he's making. I think this is really funny looking. I think it's gonna be really funny looking on a shelf if that's what you're getting these for. Of course, I will spin it around really slowly at first so you can look at all the different aspects of it. As with the other plushies, tons of attention to detail. Loving the way this one looks. Oh my gosh, his head is so much bigger than the rest of his body. Is that how they all are? No, they're not. So here, check out the comparison between the Molten Boss and the Gunslinger. So look, I can just slightly wiggle my hand and the Gunslinger's head goes crazy, bobbling around on there. But then if I do the same kind of little jiggling with the Molten Boss, the head doesn't move at all. I am seeing the bandoliers around the chest and around the waist. We are getting some kind of knee pads here on the legs of the plush version. You do get what does appear to be an accurate recreation of like the body armor or vest that he's wearing in game. I know this isn't supposed to be a smile, it's just a skull. You just see all the teeth because that's how a skull works. Not sure if y'all have learned about skeletons in school yet, but it does look like he's got a big old smile on his face. That's awesome. Looking at the back, he's got the coffin on his back. This is the softest part of any of these plushies that I've touched. Overall, this is my favorite plush, but I remember not really liking the in-game rewards, so if you're gonna buy it, be aware of that. All right, here we go. The best in-game rewards and maybe the best plush, the nuclear monster. You see it's got some crinkles on it, but you can also see this monster inside wanting to get out. Let's go ahead and free him and see what he has to say. Yo, let's go. This guy is solid all the way around. I mean, even the little thing on his back is solid. These are like so, oh man, I just want to like throw it as hard as I can across the room. As far as the plushes go, I feel like the nuclear monster is really weird looking with the constricted waist. It has the least amount of little attachments and things on it. As far as the plushes are going, I'm having to say this one's kind of boring. Ooh, and I'm noticing what could be a major discrepancy here. The nuclear monster in the game has 3 fingers, but this one only has 2. We are getting an accurate representation of this weird thing on the chest. And then on the back, we've got what I think is supposed to be a battery pack. And he does have a little antenna on here. That is a nice attention to detail. I'm a fan. Overall, this is a little disappointing because I love the in-game name tag and charm for this plush, but I'm gonna have to say, not my favorite plush. Now that I've seen all of them, I can kind of rank them together. So this will be a 6, this will be a 7, this will also be a 7, this will be a 10, and I will rank them by both the in-game stuff and the plush. So this is a 10, but this is only gonna be a 9 because the in-game stuff isn't as cool, but I still love this one. This is my favorite plush. I was not expecting that. This is the end of the video. Go ahead and smash those like and subscribe buttons and be sure to turn on notifications as well. And if you're looking for more amazing Harry content, go ahead and check out this video on the right. This is me trying to beat TDS blindfolded. It was so much fun to do this challenge. And that's all I got for you. Take care, be safe, and never forget what I always say, peace.